One thing that I love about my daughter in law is that she has a very artistic way of dealing with herself and the economy around her. But at the same time, eh, that goes hand in hand with both grandparents as well as the parents. So, this is the introduction here, the contents of the different pages that they have going on here in the book called The Ocean. The fourth page of this book entails the world's oceans. That means that there is more than one ocean in the world. Page 6 is introduction to a watery habitat. Page 8 is the ocean zones. Page 10 is breathing in water. Page 12 is moving in water. Page 14 is plants in the sea. Page 16 is feeding the sea. Feeding the sea. Now that should be interesting. Page 18 is hunting the sea. Page 20 is on the defense. Page 22 is a coral reef. Page 24 is polluting the sea. Page 26 is dangers to the sea. Dangers to the sea life. Page 28 is saving sea life. Page 30 is the glossary. In there, sometimes you'll find vocabulary words. And page 31 is find out more. And the index also carries quite a bit of information. This is how we see that certain things that was attributed to our school system, and yet this was placed in the trash. Now, for all that being said, how are we going to deal with the world while we're here? Because if everything goes to the trash, then we're here for what reason? Just to get on each other's nerves? Just to scam one another? What you think? We should think about that. The illustration here is showing great emphasis about the different oceans of the world. Looking at the ocean of the world is like looking at not only lands, but we're also looking at the bowls or, and say, the dams of the earth. So I like to see how well my grandson can read certain terms here, not to bombard him, but to let him be able to read at his comfortable setting in words that he can pick out or identify with. Congratulations to my great grandson, but at the same time, I have grandsons who are at a reading level. And that's one of the things I love about my daughter in law, because she took a great deal amount of time to appreciate going to the museum and doing different artistic things and activated things. Most women do that, until up until the child is at least 15 years of age. I love the way they have it illustrated where you can see colorful pictures. And that was something that I had instrumentally worked through when I started writing my own first book. And believe it or not, everybody can't eat fish. The mercuries in the fish causes some people to actually, really go through body spasms and other formalities as well. The formalities of nervous disorders, arthritis, things of that nature. So, since I deal with my grandchildren for the first time, he's just about 10 years of age, I'm going to appreciate being able to have a pleasant conversation with them, and that also gives us the opportunity to appreciate the children that are still in need of that certain quality of spontaneity. And conversations are always, in most cases, a give and a take, or a listen and a hear. So we have to hear each other, and we also have to speak to each other. And with that being said, one another. Now, in the maps, my goodness, I watch the news so often, grandson. It's like you see the news, and the news got maps like this, you know? These are things that we learn in school. But sometimes it becomes difficult for autistic people, not just, young, youthful children growing up into the world, but a lot of adults have autistic ways as well. As a matter of fact, one of the mayors that was here, the mayor, yeah, was he the mayor or the governor? Okay, I'm just thinking. Well, anyway, he had Tourette's syndrome. I think he stayed with being the governor uh, because Brandon Scott is the mayor now, and Larry Hogan is the governor. So I believe this other particular governor or mayor, I'm confused now. He had Tourette's syndrome or has Tourette's syndrome, and whatever artistic conditions, as adults and children growing up with conditional uh, intellect, I will give it that much because everybody have a set way of how they want to learn, teach, and enhance. So then we get a chance to read together these little boxes of things, right? Even if we just select words that you know how to pronounce, and to work on my spelling, I'll try to spell it for you on paper. Oh my goodness. Mm. So this is a nice quiet time. Me and grandson will get a chance to just look at the pages, and he'll tell me what he see and like on the page, the same way his mom used to take him around to consider going to museums and also having special therapeutic uh, mm, unions with people that understand different various conditions that go on with autistic children. Can you make that out? All right. Wow. That's a lot to remember. Hmm. Okay. So we're going to stop at page 10 because my baby will be reaching 10 this year coming. Is that a whale? Let's see. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. All right. So I appreciate just going over 10 pages, which is sufficient. And thank you so much for this page. Books in general, they was literally in the trash. So it's like, you know, look at the structure of it. It's like a really glossy paper. Because I go to Staples and I know how things are made there and how much certain pages are. Just one page, colorful pages. But the children like it and is very close to seeing it in real life. But when you go to the museum, oh, you really get a chance to see things. And I'll let your mom take care of that particular etiquette.